it was a very gamble stack heavy map, and now with only 2 players here, Krasnar with the dual Berettas needs to eliminate everyone in front of him. Similar for Bro, however, both of them on the first hurdle get chopped down. VP, this is exactly the gateway they needed into this second map.
This is a dominant pistol. I don't know if you're going to have much of a chance to retake this one. Oro left on the outskirts going for the save here. Let's have some armor to back this one up. Dimka might want to find an exit or two here. Oro not being able to connect here. He's going to have to run away. He's getting chased in by all of these T-side players there. Norbert going to dispatch of him with ease, and that is a dominant VP pistol right there. Again, it felt like that was a bit of a glass cannon setup, right? If it works out, then you're going to find a couple of kills. You can maybe play the retake. You're going to have to concede the site, but with 2 players alone on that B side in E-box as well, you've got to be finding the kills out of the gates to keep that control. Once they lose those fights, that round's going to be quickly ripped from them because the rotations were so far.
Yeah, they were just not there whatsoever. Like, I think Warrior was the closest in middle, and they played a default setup on a pistol round, and you just can't really be doing that. Like, you can't really be playing a full eco, and they actually get the opener. Mir has just been annihilated, but what? A nuke has just been detonated towards camera. I think that was Flitz, and Jame will be taking some ecos from that as well. Okay, Mir dies first, but that utility damage is going to be toasting. I'd actually love to know how much he did in that single round. It felt like all 5 players were affected by 20. This from Mora though. What is that?
No
Just
way.
aggression through the mid smoke. Who does that? It seems so dumb but so calculated at the same time. And that's an opener. It's actually going to force them over towards the A bomb site now, but the bomb's not committing. Demko's just holding and biding his time, but because of that fake execute, it is going to force Warrior to push himself a little bit further and see if he can come in on a lurk. And that was really well dealt with by Flit. However, for now, you've got Jame and Fame. In a 2 versus 2. There is no kit for Bro or Krasnow. They're both coming from pretty similar positions, but Krasnow, he's not waiting for his teammate. He's dying to move himself forward. Understand there's one towards A. Mate just jumps down on Jame there. Fame, all by himself. 1 versus 2. There's a smoke on the bomb. Krasnow might have to get on this very soon because time's going to be a real issue. Tap in. Fame forced out, and Krasnow dispatches with him. Bomb being defused, I think, just on the nick of time. And oh my god, what a round that gets started by Waro.
Yeah, that's a great round there to start from Waro, but a great finish coming through from Krasnal and Bro, able to close that round off. Bro finds one onto Flit, who was doing so much damage, and then Krasnal just, again, swinging for the fences right there. He didn't really have a lot of time to wait for his teammate to rotate all the way around. You can understand why he was getting very aggressive. The big saving grace here in this round from going really rough for VP was the entries on that A side found. But also Flit rushing there from Monte. But here you go. Fame thinking about making his move through that smoke. Instead, he's going to phase it up. And he does take care of Dimka quickly. That's a big kill. He's looking to turn and burn it in towards that A side. He's got to move it even quicker, though. I think a smoke into his E-box definitely missing right there, giving Young a chance to use that position, that smoke to his advantage here. But they're not giving him the fights. Again, I think Young has a big gap in that one, and they're hoping that Flit can find success on this B side. But Krasnal is ready. So there goes your entire game plan. That second plan B towards that B bomb site falls with that kill, and that's going to lead VP into a save here of a Galil and an AWP.
I honestly really don't get what the plan was in that round, because we were do you remember on one of the first few rounds that VP lost on their T side on overpass was because of the big lack of flashbangs, and because they tried to condition so much early on and tried to bait out utility that they just lost all their utility. And then at the end there, look, they had 2 smokes and a Molotov. They missed one of the smokes, and they have no flashbangs to get themselves onto the A bomb side. Mir's lurking through middle. He gets dealt with in a very aggressive starts. Like, shouldn't he be waiting for his players to take the presence and contact first on the A-bomb rotation? It's because of plays like this. They're so scared that VP are just going to change their directive straight away, and that's exactly what happens.
Oh, great target selection there from Moro. Able to pluck me out of the server. They take that mid control, but again, it's funneling them into a bit of a trap there of the multi-kill on opener. 2 big frags there found early, and then they just retreat back into their site setups here. There is a big gap there. As you can see, Bro is actually covering deep CT. They do start to read in that that's not a possibility. Norbert has already lurked his way out towards B. The resources are limited here, but the B site, again, is that right target. They just have to do it with even less players here. They've got deep control right now coming through. Bro taking that off angle. James surely sees something. Yeah, that's an easy angle right there for him to pick up. And now they're going to have to play in the retake here. This has opened up some new opportunities for Virtus Pro. They've set themselves up for success in this round.
Yeah, those right IPs can be the downfall of the CT side. Peak's advantages in CS2 plus the right IP, God, it's GG. However, full bit of utility on Warrior. He's going to be looking to try push his players onto the bomb site.
Beautiful.
But speaking about utility, Fame sets up his teammates perfectly. James dancing around default is able to keep it still even. However, he finally does get quelled. Fame now 1 versus 2. Do they know about him? They most certainly will now because he eliminates Krasnal. Warro has no kits, picked one up. Does he just stick the bomb? He can't even find it. He's in the smoke, sticking the bomb. Fame coming around the corner. Spam not connecting. Warro stealing the round away from Virtus Pro under their nose.
Oh my god, that's so devastating. Just wasn't on the money on that smoke spam. Couldn't find where the diffuse was coming on through, and that is just a robbery of a round. I mean, Monte, they maybe shouldn't have let it go that deep in the first place. In that 5v3, there was so much space granted right there on the side of VP. I mean, as you can see, look at how far they're able to walk out without taking any contact. This late play in the 5v3 working well for Jamie. Really does a good job to pull it back, but it's still robbed from them. As a smoke diffuse comes through there, Fane just can't figure it out where he's diffusing from, and it's still consistent success for the CT side, and, you know, the crucial gun gets held on to as well. The AW...
For the majority of the game, Monte haven't been incredible at holding with 2 individuals, and now it's going to seem like it's going to stay in that manner. Bro falls instantly. SDY with the A1S, yet to frag so far on Anubis. He's being pressured from every single angle, and with only 16 HP left, is unable to get a single kill. That was not a great hold. They go 0 for 2, and the only frags that they're going to be getting are on this retake. Demka has spotted out Mir. Ooh. Unfortunately, though, didn't get the time that he would have quite wanted, and Mir completely anticipates him coming around that corner, and Warrior is going to be forced to save his AWP.
Wow, I thought that...
Wait, sorry, what?
Oh, Norbert can't believe his eyes right there. That is unbelievable. War just turns for 1 quick kill, and then we'll fall out. Now he has a chance to find even more. Look at this awareness still, though. Fame going to peek him and take care of business. You mentioned it, though, here in that last round. I think that the speed hold a little bit lacking here when it comes to the crossfires.
Yeah.
And honestly, we've seen a lot of teams struggle with this here, but I never feel like there's the proper amount of resources here. You're constantly seeing, you know, these players kind of left high and dry. Some Young and Bro trying to fight for these angles. Krasnal and Bro in a lot of occasions here. So what we're seeing right now is a very difficult
back on right now, because it's not going to be that util. James, he is going to get a execute onto this A bomb site, and like, it will be nice, but the flashbangs, they're not used properly. Demka's completely got that vision. Smoker's actually missed as well. It's just landed on the bomb site somewhere, but it's the aggression from Mir coming from middle. He's only got 3 HP. That's all he needs, and with the conviction, Virtus Pro, this time they take back what is theirs. And SDY 0 and 7 alongside Krasnal, the highest rated player for Monte in this tournament so far. He needs to be stepping up. And that last round, okay, granted, unfair. It's a little bit not his fault. He gets flashed off the angle after dodging the first. You can't blame him, but he needs to be the difference maker potentially for Monte, because this is a very close one.
Yeah, I really respect that right there coming through from VP, though. Just keeping that composure. Mir able to find big impact there towards middle, all off the back of the setup. I mean, we mentioned you know, James was being vocal at the start of that round, and the fact that he's able to find multiple flashes, get him that setup there necessary to get this entry here. A tough fight versus the auto shot. You never want to be taking that close range duel, but able to find himself even more off the back of that is so...
I mean, you can never take that away from him.
Yeah, he's going to be willing to take that space, take that ground here. Again, this duo of Mir and Norbert looking to helm the pack. Flashbang is perfectly placed here. It's a tough setup, though, that they have to bypass here. Deep angle coming through from Oro. A lot of flashes turning that corner. Some headshots connected, but close by. Dimka needs to line to Multi. Only good for 1, though. Some effective trading coming through here from VP. Looking to take more space, more ground, hoping that they can bait players out forward here. Some Young looking to get on the board, but still won't activate. And the site will be claimed with that kill officially.
I'm so intrigued by this setup because like they sent 2 players towards the A bomb site, and then Jame alongside Flit actually just stayed behind and were holding for the lurks and the flanks coming in. That's just, I don't know, that's quite cool to me actually. They really were like pumping the brakes, and they were like, we can go anywhere with this right now. Mir, someone who definitely struggled over in map 1, and they even save.
Smoke should give him a chance.
Fading out
easy
though.
one though. One plucked out by Fame's AWP, and the other found by Flit. So everyone going to fall here. And VP, you can see Norbert giving out a nice little bit of a sigh of relief there. I mean, yeah, you can see very excited with that round. As they close it out, they find all the kills. Great entry from Norbert. That's a tough angle there. A little off angle coming through from Moro. He gets dinked down, but half.
Here we go.
They are swinging for the fences here. Meanwhile, VP looking to kick it into gear towards B.
It's not the great time to put aggression towards middle and A because there's only 1 player here. Norbert, don't know what you're doing, buddy, because Warrior on the back of the bomb site. He doubles up, forced to switch to his sidearm. What's happening? It's pandemonium on this B bomb site. Everyone's running around like a headless chicken, but now James in a 1 versus 1 versus Krasnal. I'm surprised they even anticipated Jill Barrows in those last rounds. Like 3 players towards mid, then 1 towards camera. Like I wouldn't expect that. I'd probably be a little bit lackadaisical on my swings. That's probably why Monte are really good at this map and I'm not. But in the meantime, they go 8-6 now. Ooh, that was a big pistol round. I really felt like whoever won that was going to get a lot of momentum and confidence because this first gun round could potentially decide a lot. Like in my books, if Monte are able to win this pistol round, that's so much confidence in their favor. And flashes like this as well just temporarily pause the attack, and it allows for someone like Flit to secure himself on the bomb site. Now they have to fight through such a army from Verse Pro. Everyone is here. It's the full might of their CT side. Norbert's not going to actually put himself in that lurk. He's going to just join with his comrades. They're going straight for it. It's a 1 versus 4. Bro all by himself, the person who actually planted the bomb. And that aggression from Virtus Pro, that's what I wanted to see from Monte.
Yeah, really well placed right there. Perfect timing on the peaks. Pressuring forward, Norbert will call in all the rotates there for VP. And like you said, there was some great counter utility. They didn't have a lot of it, but they used it to perfection. When we talk about buying just a couple extra seconds for these players to join in rotation here, you can see James takes a nice peek. That's the sort of frags he needs to find with that glass cannon. And that's a B side of the map here. You have to have that extra influence. Flit still has his Molotov. That molly doesn't land as well as they had hoped. Flit doesn't even have to throw his molly. Again, the missed thrown molly is going to give him a chance to work with this angle here. And so much damage being done. He doesn't even get forced off. So confidently taking these duels. Norbert stands alongside him. James has already come through to take these deep angles. It is flawless on the defense. Krasnal looking to retreat. They have not lost a single member here on VP as they start to stabilize.
This is what I want to see from Monte. Look at VP there. They had basically the whole team on that B bomb site. They've read into this perfectly. They've not just got 2 players in the back of the bomb site isolated in their duels. They've got everyone there. The counter utility is so nice. It's putting Monte in such an uncomfortable position. And yeah, what is that in cave? Like, there's a missed Molotov and Flit's there just like, what are you guys doing? Like, Demka just swings through a smoke, has never got any vision. And look at this, it's just a bait and switch. Like, 3 players have taken 3 points. They have no control towards A or middle. Norbert pushes, and look at this off angle. He's primed, ready, and waiting. No one's clearing him. He spots out the first. He drops him to the ground, but unfortunately, maybe if he had that trigger discipline, he could have got 2 and even 3. Spots out the bomb, but because there's so much time on the clock and he spots them out so deeply, Monte can fall back and just reposition themselves. And especially when Bro gets killed like that in middle, it thins out the defense hugely for VP.
They've got themselves a lot of control right now. It's going to be late positions on in here from Mir, playing back and towards CT spawn, but is kind of elevating forward here. Now he's been left on a bit of an island. A rotation off coming through from Flint. They're calling a bit of a bluff here, saying you're not going to walk out towards this B side. Mir's going to be forced behind a smoke. This might have a chance to work even further. He does have to keep his attention turned every which way. Bomb being planted here safely in the cubby. He's looking to dive through the smoke here. War, is he expecting this off the flashbang? Not quite. A beautiful set play coming through for VP to put that advantage in their favor. A tag coming through from Jame, putting Sumdayoung on watch here. Another shot rattling off here as Sumdayoung just ducks and covers. He's the last man standing. He's able to take down the offer. He needs 2 more, chasing these kills down, but he can't line them up. And VP will keep the streak running.
The script's been flipped. Monte just annihilate on overpass, and now we come on to Anubis, and it feels like Virtus Pro are playing Anubis perfectly. There, honestly, I'm not a fan of what Norbert did. Like, you have to understand that there is going to be more than one player there, and it is unfortunate because he spotted the bomb and then spotted the head of Krasnow, and then just instantly switches over to Krasnow. But Virtus Pro, 10-8, they lose so much early map control, sees it back, and then a lovely retake as well. I believed there for a second, but I was never going to be a win for SDY. And Virtus Pro now, they take double digits, and Monte, even though they get the bomb down, they're going to force up, but the buy is nothing but great.
Got another molly here. Want to line and execute. They're going to have to smoke that molly and dive on through it here. Norbert not caught by the flash is going to be able to dispatch of multiple members here. Mir helping out as well. Krasnell, the only one to answer back to the trade. That HG's going to dunk him down. Perfectly tossed with a little bit of backspin here. Mir will fall in the sight. All three players kind of coming through towards E-Box. This isn't fully known here from Monte, but it could be used to their advantage. So a little bit of lack of control here. This flank formulating coming through from Fame. Not covered by some Young. Could he leave his teammate in the dust? Woro not going to be able to take care of him. Eventually the trade will come through. But again, it's some Young in that same 1v3 with no HP.
I mean, that's actually a nice nade. Okay, no. I was going to say, does James just walk into that? I mean, he's going to get the bomb down for free. Flit and James are not really in a position to deny this. Bomb's going to get planted. It's planted for A main. James, if he's quick enough, he could just execute SDY as he's in no man's land. But on 13 HP, he's trying to isolate the 1 versus 1. Flit just swings out, and Flit puts Virtus Pro onto 11.
And a fiery B rush right there shut down. Great defense coming through. Again, they're constantly walking into this 3-man setup here. If they want to take that side early, they have to get through 3 players. It feels like Monte haven't been able to condition, you know, a second rotate towards that A side, a second towards that mid. We're seeing this consistent theme here of VP being prepared for any sort of B aggression. VP with another brilliant read to stack this B bomb site. Went a molly down, crucial timing here, but he does fall quickly. Luckily for him, he still has 4 teammates close by to find a crossfire. Krasnov continues to find the entries though. One more not found out of him. James and Mir both showing their position, but James straight through the smoke. Will continue to find them. Another one straight through the smoke here, and somehow it's fallen apart for the side of Monte. James, one more no scope. What is he getting away with right now? How is he finding them all?
What is that from James? That's illegal. Was that 3 kills through the smoke? That's what? He has no vision, but that does not stop him. Krasnow finally puts himself back into this server. He's been so absent recently. A fantastic double entry here. Flit Norbert crashed to the ground. James, first one, okay, has vision. Bam, no. Demko to the floor. Bam.
No chance to lock things in here on Anubis, but it might just slip here. They're looking to battle it out for this B-bomb site. Flit diving through smokes of his own here, but again, James playing around the edges, able to strike for the equalizer. Norbert still stuck in the back of the site. They have to get the bomb. They've just never retrieved it. Wara has to plant it now safely in the cubby. With all the cavalry arriving on the scene, a freebie for Norbert to find. Someday I'm going to hit the deck early. And Norbert finally eliminated. But a chance in this 3v3 to try and find their footing on this T side.
It's not what I had on my bingo card. Virtus Pro crushing Monte on their own map, but it is a 1 versus 1. Bro could give them a second life, but it's James. He starts off the round with the AWP. He ends it with the AK, pushes them to 13, and pushes this series to Mirage. The second grand finalist still yet to be...